How we doing, folks? I wanted to go ahead and make this video talking about Nichole Michelle being on Game Changers channel, and because I went ahead and watched it while I was driving the truck. What was it? The other day, and I just want to give my opinions on it. It was first of all, shout out to Game Changer. Very well put together interview. Okay, and Game Changer, he's a very on point, professional brother with his questioning and stuff like that. And he put on a really good interview. But as far as like the Nichole Michelle thing, I like Nichole Michelle. I think she has a good message for women. I think a lot of the stuff that she says to women is good in terms of the advice that she gives and that kind of thing. But in this interview, I don't know what it was about this interview, but I don't feel that Nichole Michelle really articulated herself effectively in this interview. And then she was saying, I don't know if she even realized what she was saying, but I feel like she was saying a lot of very nonsensical things that just, I don't know. I don't know if she was just trying to like put her position down and solidify it and then defend it, because that's what she felt she may have had to do because she was on Game Changers channel. But I kind of feel like what she was saying is, if she went back and listened to what she said, I kind of feel like maybe she would make a change, or maybe she would modify what she said, because she was saying that women should not date, like in their 20s and stuff. They shouldn't date guys in their 20s. They should wait till those guys get established and wait till they get their business or their company or get higher in their career and get their money stacked up. And then the women should go for them, like after they're like 35-40 years old and they're well established, then the young girls should go for them. But see, here's the problem with that. And then she also said that the young men, they should just date whatever women they want to in their 20s, whatever race of women they want to in their 20s, and then when they get established, then come back and get they can come back and trade in for a younger chick or whatever. And there's a lot of problems with what she said. Okay, a lot of problems. First of all, you're the time to get these high quality dudes that are gonna grow up, that are gonna become business owners and get high in their career field and those type of things. The time for these girls to get those men is when they're young. Okay, they need to get with these men, develop bonds with these men when they're young, and marry and have families with them. Okay, so that by the time he does reach he reaches success, okay, now she's already well established with them and stuff. If you're telling these guys to go overseas and go to other races and develop a taste for other races and other countries, women in other countries and stuff, those type of men are not going to come back to black women in the U.S. I don't know what Nichole Michelle doesn't understand about that. I don't understand why she would say that. It doesn't make sense. I'm 25 years old and I'm starting out in my career field. You're not gonna give me nothing, no kind of play just because I'm starting out. Then she said, well, the young women, they shouldn't date these young guys because the young guy, he doesn't have the bag yet, or he's just getting started. He doesn't have all the money yet and all that. That's stupid. It's ridiculous. And she said, well, the young guy has nothing to offer her but a pretty face. But Game Changer said that, well, that's the same thing for the young lady too. She has nothing to offer either but a pretty face. That's what young people have to offer one another. And I'm glad Game Changer made that he made that point. That was a very good point that he made. You know, and Nichole Michelle didn't really have an answer for that. She just kept saying the same stuff over, and then she went on this whole negative tirade about the young people these days don't have shit. They don't have jobs. They don't have money. They're coming out of the projects. And then when Game Changer said, well, you know, my grandparents met each other and married at a young age, and then Nichole Michelle started saying, well, back then the people had, you know, the men had factory jobs where they could take care of a whole family and send the kids to college off one factory job, and we don't have that anymore because the economy was different back then. And, you know, they had the GI Bill coming out of World War II and all that. And my thing is, you know, those things still exist today. You can still get a really good job today. You just have to, you might have to get a certain certification or qualification or whatever to get it, or go to college or whatever it is. Okay, but you can still get good jobs today. You just have to invest in yourself. But to come out and say that we're all the millennials just don't have anything and we're all coming out of projects, first of all, most black kids these days don't grow up in housing projects. They don't even grow up in the inner city. Most black people now live in the suburbs, are middle or middle class or working class. This idea that we're all coming from this hood environment with nothing, and that's a complete misrepresentation. And I just, you know, I think Nichole Michelle was really just trying to drive home a point, but she could have articulated it better. She didn't have to give that kind of characterization about it, you know, and that kind of thing. And it's this very negative thing. She started talking about the economy and how bad she thinks the economy is and how bad things are going to be in the next 5 years. And kind of funny how nowadays everybody on YouTube is an economic expert all of a sudden. Now everybody on YouTube knows when the next recession is coming, or knows when the economy is going to go up, or when it's going to go down, or how bad it's going to be the next 5 years, and how we not going to have. You notice that? Since when did people in black YouTube decide they all want to become these economic gurus and geniuses, and all of a sudden they can predict and read the future when it comes to the economy, you know? But I digress on that, you know. But those were the points. This wasn't one of her better interviews. It just wasn't. I kind of felt like because she was in Game Changer's room, and she gets a lot of times women get real defensive around men and on men's platforms, and I think that's how Nichole Michelle felt. I think she was trying to set up her argument so she could easily defend it, rather than just have a coherent argument that could be easily comprehended and that kind of thing. And I think that's what the issue was, you know. So definitely wasn't one of Nicole's better interviews. It just wasn't. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But let me know what y'all think. Leave comments, subscribe, peace.